Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're here with the Honda Civic RS. Now this is such a cool little car. This is basically a first gen Civic. This is it right here. This is what the Civic used to look like when it first came out. And I thought, you know, let's drive this thing. Let's see what it's like. I initially did not want to make a video on this because it doesn't seem that interesting. I mean, it is a cool little Civic and all that sort of stuff, but it didn't really seem that interesting. However, we can do some stuff to it. Some very interesting stuff to it visually, and I'm gonna guess we could do some stuff to it mechanically, under the hood, suspension-wise, all that sort of stuff. I mean, it does have this. Let me go ahead, go to upgrades and tuning, and we can go to body kit presets, which means that we can have some wide body stuff, or maybe some rally stuff. I don't know. I haven't actually seen one of these yet, but I've seen this little one next to it, and I was like, yes, we can do some interesting stuff to this. So let's see what this thing is going to be built for. Boom. I really like this. I really like this. This looks sick. It just looks like a little race car. Oh my god. Can we build this thing up so it's really good, and then use it to race up and down the new road, the new drift? I guess it's not a drift. Like, I don't want to call it like a drift zone, because I mean, I can use it for more than that, but can we use it on Forza Island and drive it up and down the Needle climb? How sick would this be as a little like hill climb car? 306 horsepower. Lateral G's go up by a lot. I don't really want this thing to have like 1,000 horsepower. I don't really care for that at all. I just want to go ahead and see if I can just add some stuff to this thing and make it so it's a little bit better to drive. So right now, a bunch of stuff has already been added to it. We can change the wing. We can have obviously the other Forza wing, which I definitely don't want to do. For our conversion, we have it converted to a 2-liter turbo VVT. What engine is this from then? Because it's a 2-liter turbo with variable valve timing. I don't really know. This is definitely a Honda engine. This is like a K20 or an F20 or whatever this engine is, which is probably what I kind of want to put into this. Don't really want to turbo this at all. I want to keep it like very Honda-esque. But yeah, I don't know what this is. Could this be like the newer one? This could be off of like a newer Civic, to be honest. That would make sense, because they're all 2-liter turbos, aren't they? All the new Civic Type Rs. But I want to keep this with an old proper Honda engine. I'm not going to turbo it. We can see our wide body kit for this thing. Again, do I want to? It's changed to rear wheel drive now instead of stock. What I call it, it's like, since we're doing like a whole hill climb thing, I'm kind of tempted to do all wheel drive, so then we have a lot of power just coming out of corners and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, we've already looked at that. Our wheels are already set. I don't really mind these wheels, to be completely honest with you guys. I really don't care for them. There are obviously different types of wheels that we can have onto this thing. Loads of different wheels actually that we can have onto this thing, especially with the new update that we had, that they added a few more wheels into the game. I kind of like these, to be completely honest, but I don't really know if I want to put those 1552s on this thing. Maybe just keep those that they've pretty much added on themselves, I guess. It doesn't really bother me too much, turning this thing into somewhat of a little race car. I kind of like these 10s as well. You know what? I'm putting these on. They look really good, especially the color that they're in. I definitely don't want to change the size either. I think they're fine. To be honest, they're slightly too big as well. I kind of want to go slightly small, not that small in size, not 13s, but maybe 15. Nah, 16s are fine. I'll keep them 16s for the front and rear. At this, yep, none of these have been purchased. So let's just put race spec everything. So it's returning this thing into a little race car. Brakes have been upgraded though. We are on race springs and shocks. That's good. Race anti-roll bars. It does have occasion as well. It's not lightened, so let's go ahead and do that. Drop over 100 kilos in weight, which is great. I don't want to go, like I said, I don't want to put like stupid power into this thing. I want to keep this kind of like reasonable in power, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and upgrade everything until we get to about 300 horsepower. 314, there we go, we'll keep it that way. Actually, you know what, we'll get it so it revs higher. So we'll change our cams so it revs a lot higher. It's at 378, and then we'll bring a bunch of other stuff down. So we'll change our fuel system, our injectors and stuff. So bring these down, our exhaust, put it to the sports one only, and then that's it. And then I guess we'll keep it that way. Again, like I said, I don't really want to go anything like a lot higher than 300 horsepower. I think I want to keep it that way. Alright, so there we are. 698 kilos. And this thing makes 317 horsepower. It also Brings our ladder G's up to 1.9 instead of 1.8 since this is all-wheel drive. It is on race tires as well. Yeah, okay. I just want to drive this thing. Is there any sort of designs that people have made for this thing? Or am I stuck using this thing? Oh, people have actually done designs for this. That's kind of cool. You got some Falcon design. Oh, I kind of like some of these. They actually do look pretty good. I'd love to have like an OG design for this thing. Spoon. Oh my god, if you could this looks sick. I don't know if this is a legit paint for this car, if they've even made spoon versions of this thing, or if they maybe race them nowadays and they have this first gen Civic that looks like this with the spoon design. That looks really, really good. Props to the dude who made this. I like that. Why can't we change the exhaust, man? Again, see what I mean? Like, that muffler is just so bad and OG looking. It's just so old school looking, and you can't just do much to it. Wait, why can you open here? Oh, the hood opens the other way. Yes, that looks sick. That looks so cool. But yeah, why can't we change the exhaust? Come on, man. We have to be able to change the exhaust at some point in the future. That has to be a thing to let us do that. Anyway, let's drive this thing. I haven't driven the stock, but there's no point because I know it's just going to be really, really slow. Especially in a game like this. It's full of wood inside. The only thing that makes this thing look more like a race car is that it has a cage that I can't even see. It has a cage in the back. It just makes it look a little bit more like a race car. What does it sound like? It's very raspy in the exterior. And the interior, though, it does sound pretty good. Oh man, this thing pulls. This might be a little bit of a weapon, to be honest. Not gonna lie, because this doesn't really weigh much, so... Oh my. Why is it so oversteer friendly? I don't even know. Like, the front tires grip up so hard. Alright, let's just do this thing. We'll do a hill climb first, so we'll just put our waypoint here. Or here. Okay, yeah, we'll drive back. Actually, I know exactly where I need to go. I just drive back the same road that we just did before. Alright, let's go back. I want to see what this thing is like to drive. It just sounds like a Honda. Just loud. Just really, really loud and buzzing. But it just pulls me out of corners so easy. I'm going to the interior. That noise just annoys me. Oh, this looks great. Building a little hill climb car. This is cool. Man, I haven't done something like this in a long, long time. I think back in Forza Horizon 2, I ended up building some cars like this. Just lowish horsepower. And just used to crash into fences, apparently, instead of just driving uphill. I need to slow down more for some of these corners. Has a lot of grip. It does have a lot of grip. It's got a lot of torque to pull itself up as well, which is great. I think the majority of... Oh, this is great. Just braking halfway into the corner and then bring the back around and then just floor it. And it just pushes you way out of the corner. It's a funky little thing to drive. Because it's really, really light, it's just so easy to just fly through these corners. Oh, this is nice. It's something different. It's something that I haven't done in a long, long time. It actually does drive really, really well. I'm just smiling. I'm just driving this thing smiling right now. I'm just smiling while I'm driving this thing right now. It's just so good to drive. So much fun. It's just boring to constantly keep driving like cars that have like 1,000 horsepower, so it's fun to come back and just do something like this. Build a super lightweight car. Not a lot of power because you don't need it. And I take it on a good Touge section and just go for it. This is really good downhill, by the way. It's really, really good. My lines could be much, much better though. But the car helps me out a lot. It's good to drive. I think this should be a very, very good like team adventure car if I do end up building this thing properly. As an S1. If I ended up building this thing as an S1, adding just slightly more power. Let's bring the back out a bit as well. I think this would actually be really, really good as a team adventure car. I'm not gonna lie. This might actually be a lot of fun. Alright, let's try to get the back out a little bit. Still has lots of power. It is slightly rear bias. You can see the rear wheels like smoking up. And the front not really pulling. But but this is definitely not built to do that. It is on race tires as well, so 300 horsepower on race tires. It's not really that great. But it doesn't weigh a lot, so it's kind of fun. Well, that's it. That's the little Civic. That is the little Civic that was added into the game recently with the season update, seasonal change, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we're going to go into summer very soon and we'll see what they add there. But they added an S2000 as well. S2000 is not really that interesting. It's already been in the game for a long, long time. I mean, it was just a CR version of the car instead of the normal S2000. But yeah, this one I thought was interesting. I looked at it, I was like, I just chose it to see what you can do to it. Because usually that's what I do with my cars, is I pick them up, I tried to see what they're like I tried to see if you can do anything interesting to them. And I saw that this had the body kit preset and I was like, okay, cool, this might actually be worth making a video on it. We'll see what sort of body kit preset we have on it, and then we'll just sort of go from there. So that's kind of what this whole video was about. I saw that this had an interesting update for it. And, or not update for it, but like, this actually had upgrades, like interesting upgrades for the car. So I was like, you know what, let's try and give it a shot. Let's see what we can do to it. So that's what this little Civic is all about. It's a little race car. It's actually really fun to drive. It's not really slow at all either. For 300 horsepower. With this Honda engine. Ah, we're gone. 300 horsepower off this Honda engine. That's pretty much NA. It's got very smooth power, no lag, nothing like that. Even though you don't really notice it that much in game. But I honestly do wish just the exhaust that we'd be able to change, and that's about it. And I think this car would be absolutely perfect. Just a slightly bigger, maybe like 2.5-inch exhaust on the back. Boom, perfect. This guy would be unreal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel where I test it out and I have a look at new cars that they add into the game, and of course, top 1000, all that sort of stuff that you guys usually see on my channel. So if you guys are interested in any more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe, and also like this video if you enjoyed it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.